Oh dear, look at you. Had something been troubling you while I was away? Come and tell me all about your worries. Where sun sank low, came where we dwelt. I'm back.
Great seer. About that nightmare of a great flood I had last time. Was it really a premonition? Did you check on my hometown? Goodness, I'm too worried. Our town has always been prone to disasters. Should I give more offerings? I've only managed to save up a bit of grain. That enough to stop the gods' anger?
No need. I did visit your hometown. The disaster has been resolved thanks to stories passed down through generations among your townsfolk. Grand scales clanking, vast bones rumbling. Ever heard of this poem and the tale behind it?
That legend from my childhood in the village. Take a dragon's vein as bowstring, and one could become a great archer and expel evil and sickness. The poem goes back to hundreds of years ago. You hear that whenever a child falls ill.
Exactly, and it's no lie. During my visit to your hometown, I learned a lot while fighting wraith fiends underwater. Dragon's vein, what a wonderful thing! It'll definitely come in handy when fighting the Sun Crow in the future. The legends from your hometown are an important piece of the myth.
Oh, I don't remember the details, but whatever you say must be right. That's great. It's all thanks to your knowledge. As long as we can defeat the Sun Crow, we'll all be safe again.
Great seer! I have a favor to ask. The river in my village has dried up, and at night, monsters roam everywhere. The villagers have all left over the past 2 years. They told me to go with them, but I can't leave! My great-grandfather found that piece of blessed land after half a lifetime search. It's been passed down through 4 generations. I can't abandon it. Could you perform a ritual to expel the evil? I don't want to leave, even if it means dying on my own land.
I see. Even in the face of a disaster, you're still attached to your homeland and wish to respect your ancestors. I'm touched by the sincerity of your emotions. I will certainly lend you a hand. Blessed land is always protected by immortals. The changes now could be due to some issues with the guardian spirit. Let me seek out that immortal through divination and look into the matter. Where am I? These don't look like your fields. Have I lost my way? Could this immortal be?
Oh my! Is it deity possessing you? May I ask, which divine being are you?
Nonsense! Divine being? Don't you recognize me no more? I'm your great-grandfather, speaking to you through this lass. My child, listen to me with your ears perked. Just, how could you be so dumb? Is a piece of land more important than your life? I didn't find this land for you to just sit around waiting to die! I've already scouted it out for you. 1,500 miles to the southeast is Goldianville. where the climate is mild and the seasons are distinct. Take your family and neighbors and leave before the disaster strikes. Remember, home is where the people are. You got it? Also, stop calling her Great Seer. You should call her Miss Great Seer. The lass is younger than you by a few years. Be a gentleman. Oh, my time here is over. Off I go.
What happened? I was in a trance for a while, and I saw an old man who looked just like you. He said he wanted to borrow my voice. Did he say anything to you?
That was my great-grandfather! I remember now. He used to talk to me like that when I was a child. Great-grandpa told me to take refuge in the South. I'm gonna move right away. I must try my best to survive. Thank you, Miss Great Seer. Thank you, Sun Crow. I'll never forget your great kindness.
You're right. You should thank the Sun Crow, your ancestors, and yourself. Me? I am merely a messenger.
You're spreading lies, smooth talker. You speak of no true oracles. You're just swindling everyone using the name of the Sun Crow. Even your so-called search for divine truths is nothing but nonsense. It's one thing for the people to be superstitious, but as Sun Sink City's official seer and the one appointed to fight the disasters, how can you not clarify the truth and even play along with those fabricated stories? Have you no shame? No comment? I dare you to tell me your fake myth again. I will expose all of your lies.
Well, I have nothing to add because everything you said is right. Of course, I'm not smart enough to fool everyone. I'm simply taking inspiration from the people and giving back to them. After all, myths are a collective creation of the masses over thousands of years. I'm just doing a bit of consolidation and retelling them to make them relevant and practical in our times. You see, last time during the drought, everyone was too scared to even leave their homes. But once I wove my advice into the legends and performed a ritual, everyone had the courage to step outside and get to work. It surely solved many problems. Pretty cool, right?
Don't use reassuring the public as an excuse. In the face of disasters, the real solution can only be found by confronting reality. Yet you're depriving the people of the courage to face the truth. Your psychic power is strong. You're the closest to the essence of the Sun Crow and the truth of the disasters. Yet you only present these lies to the masses.
The truth, huh? The truth is a blazing fire, a sharp knife. Only heroes dare to confront it directly. But not everyone is as brave as you. The world is mostly made up of ordinary people. But the choices of ordinary people can be powerful too.
Great Seer! Great Seer! I dreamed of the Raid Spirit, that fiery bird. And I'm not terrified of it anymore. I realized it was a sign as soon as I woke up. So I ran to the kitchen, and sure enough, the stove was on fire! Guess what? I could suddenly work magic! I was able to control the small flames! Can Yan Yan become a seer too and protect Grandma?
Of course! You have the same power as mine, and you're so diligent and honest. You'll go places and protect more people in the future.
The calamity has escalated. Several allied states in Eastia have been victimized by the 10 Suns as well, and had to abandon their cities due to the extreme heat. Something major seemed to have happened in this city too, cutting off trade completely. We can't import hypercubes anymore, and our reserves are... The Sun Crow's power has grown too strong. Our sorcery and defense equipment are all rendered useless. We are no match for it. We have no choice but to abandon the city. But how should we explain this to the people? Should we admit that all the apotropaic rituals have failed us? That even the myths can't save us?
Why is it so angry? What did we do wrong to deserve such punishment from the Sun Crow? What can we do to appease its anger? Great Seer, did we find instructions in the myths? Are they all fake?
The disaster came too suddenly. Even the seers are doubting the power of sorcery, and the effectiveness of the sealing formation has weakened. I found a new shelter. It's a bit small, but it will sustain us for a while. We have the knowledge to find another home where we can live in peace, no matter how far and unreachable it may be.
Good. Take everyone with you. You speak nothing but the truth, and everyone believes what you say. Their safety is in your hands now.
You're not coming with us? Those myths can't hold out any longer. Are you really risking your life for this? What do you plan to do this time, Sha?
I want to tell a lie. I am the Seer of Sunset Town, who channels wraith spirits, all living things, and the hearts of people. My people have turned to me, demanding an answer from the world itself. And that's why I've long foreseen it. The calamities and evil spirits are the chaotic accumulation of human emotions. The real Sun Crow may have other names, be it fear, death, vengeance, hatred. Whatever it's called, I cannot defy it. I cannot communicate with it, for it's a merciless and unstoppable thing. It's the dark side of human hearts. We have no way to deny it, and thus, we find no escape. The myths are fake. There are no gods in this world. Even I don't have the heart to keep telling those blatant lies after seeing the truth. And the truth is, they come from the people themselves. They don't care about the truth, the insignificance of man, or the inevitable end. In the face of disasters, they simply want to live on and be happy again. What they believe in is not courage, wisdom, or the truth, but their own wishes. They believe there are miracles in this vast world, that they can always find another place to call home. They believe that there are rules that govern all things, that kindness will be rewarded while evil will be punished. They believe that when evil spirits are rampant, a hero will be born, and that all tales of suffering can have a hopeful ending. Since that's the case... Oh, revered Sun Crow, I am your seer, the one who spun tales about you every day. Would you be so kind and play along with me one last time? I want everyone to believe that the lie has come true.
The Great Seer is right about everything! The myth is true! And the Almighty Bow is now ready! But where did the Great Seer go? It's time for her to shoot the sun!
The Great Seer has already set off to the battlefield. She's entrusted us with the Sunshot. She told us to let the person with the most adamant faith draw the bow. For the belief of the archer will unleash the true power of the Almighty Bow. The archer must believe that this arrow can settle the calamity.
Give me the bow. I'll do it. No one has more faith in that liar than I do.
Seers chanted. Demons reveled. The end was near. The way back, long. With right and bow, revered fate must hold. Where sun sank low, my heart finds home.
finally awake. Chief, your bravery can be frightening sometimes. Please prioritize your safety. You're too important to suffer any mishap.
Chief, the decoding is complete. Ambassador Duro indeed left behind a considerable amount of research material, some of which seems to be specially prepared for you.